Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Abraham Lincoln pennies that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and unveiling a true gem from the past. If you're a fan of discovering valuable and rare pieces, then you won't want to miss this. Today, we're talking about the 1986 1-cent penny, a coin that is not only historically significant but also incredibly valuable. Let's take a look at the story behind this coin. The 1986 1-cent penny was minted during a time of economic and political changes in the United States. As the country moved through the 1980s, it saw significant developments, both socially and culturally. The 1986 penny, however, stands out for more reasons than one. It was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was perfecting its coin designs and the penny itself was still an important part of everyday life for Americans. Now, when you think of a penny, it's probably not the first coin that comes to mind when thinking about high-value pieces. After all, the penny has been in circulation for decades and is seen as one of the most commonly used coins. However, the 1986 1-cent penny is an exception. It carries more value than just its face value of 1 cent. So, what makes the 1986 penny so special? The key lies in its rarity, condition, and subtle details that make it stand out among other pennies from the same era. While many 1986 pennies were produced and circulated, a smaller number of them were released in excellent condition, making them much more valuable to collectors today. Over the years, collectors have developed an eye for spotting rare pennies, and the 1986 1-cent penny has become a sought-after piece, especially when it comes to finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition. The finer details, such as the clarity of the date and the overall appearance of the coin, play a significant role in determining its value. But you may be wondering, how much could the 1986 1-cent penny actually be worth? Well, depending on the condition of the coin, you might be in for quite a surprise. Some of these pennies, especially those that are in mint or near mint condition, have been known to fetch incredible prices at auctions and through private sales. In fact, the value of a 1986 1-cent penny can reach up to $44,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $44,000. That's a massive return on a coin that started off as just a penny. If you've got one of these pennies tucked away in your collection, or if you come across one while searching through your change, you could be holding on to a very valuable piece of history. The rarity of the 1986 penny, combined with its historical significance and the condition in which it was kept, makes it one of the most highly prized pennies in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you're rummaging through your old coin jar or examining your pocket change, remember to take a closer look at any 1986 pennies you find. You might just have a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos about rare coins and their fascinating histories. Who knows, the next coin you discover could be worth a fortune. Top 2. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1978 1-cent penny, a coin that, despite its modest face value, can be worth a small fortune. Trust me, you won't want to miss the full story on this incredible find. Let's take a moment to understand the historical significance of the 1978 1-cent penny. Minted during the late 1970s, this coin reflects a period of change and transformation in the United States. The country was going through economic shifts, social movements, and political changes, which all had a profound impact on everyday life. And even though pennies were, and still are, the most common coin in circulation, some of these 1978 pennies hold a rare place in history that makes them incredibly valuable today. So, why does the 1978 1-cent penny stand out from the rest? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and the unique qualities that make it so highly sought after by collectors. Over the years, many of these pennies were circulated and worn down. However, some of them survived in pristine, near-mint condition, and it's these examples that have captivated collectors. If you're a coin collector, you probably already know that the value of a penny isn't just based on its face value. There are several factors that determine its worth, most importantly, its rarity and condition. Coins that are kept in excellent condition, or better yet, are uncirculated, can command incredible prices at auctions or private sales. Now, you might be wondering how much a 1978 1-cent penny could be worth. Well, hold on to your hats, because some of these pennies, especially those in mint condition, have been known to sell for extraordinary prices. It's not just your average penny, it's a rare collector's item, and some have been valued at up to $65,000, that's right, $65,000. A simple penny from 1978 could be worth that much, thanks to its rarity and the exceptional condition of the coin. Of course, finding one in such pristine condition is rare, but it's certainly possible, especially if you know what to look for. So, how do you spot a valuable 1978 penny? First and foremost, the condition of the coin is crucial. Pennies that have been well preserved, with little to no wear, are far more valuable than those that have been in circulation for decades. Pay close attention to the clarity of the date and the overall design. A penny that still shows off crisp details and sharp edges is much more valuable than one that's worn out. Additionally, there are specific variations of the 1978 penny that can make a difference in value. Certain mint marks and small errors in the design or production process can turn a regular penny into a rare and valuable collectible. So, keep an eye out for any unique characteristics that could make your 1978 penny stand out from the rest. Now, before you start going through all your change or pulling out old coins from your collection, let's talk about the potential for profit. While not every 1978 penny will be worth a fortune, those in exceptional condition can fetch incredibly high prices. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a real treasure. Auctions and collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins like these, and if you have one, you could end up with a significant windfall. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. It's not just about collecting coins for their historical value or sentimental meaning, it's also about discovering hidden treasures that could change your life. The 1978 1-cent penny is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value if you know what to look for. So, what's the bottom line here? If you find a 1978 1-cent penny in your collection or among your change, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just have a coin that's worth more than you ever imagined. A pristine, uncirculated example of this penny could be valued at a stunning $65,000. $65,000. Top 3, we're going to dive into the incredible world of the 1993 1-cent penny, a seemingly simple coin that can be worth far more than its face value. If you're passionate about rare coins or have ever wondered if there's hidden treasure in your coin collection, this is the video for you. Stick with me as we explore the fascinating story behind the 1993 1-cent penny and why it could be worth a staggering amount of money. Now, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1993 1-cent penny. Minted during a unique period in American history, the 1993 penny was produced during a time when the U.S. economy was seeing growth and stability after the recession of the early 90s. The penny, as we all know, is a staple in American currency, but certain years, including 1993, have produced rarer versions that can carry significant value to the right collector. In fact, while a standard 1993 penny might seem just like any other coin, some specific examples of this penny have been known to fetch incredible prices at auctions and sales across the country. So, what makes the 1993 1-cent penny so special? It's not just about the year it was minted. In fact, certain factors play a huge role in determining whether or not your 1993 penny could be worth a small fortune. Things like the coin's condition, its rarity, and whether there are any special marks or errors on the coin all factor into its value. Most of the 1993 pennies that were minted have been in circulation for years, and many are worn down and damaged. However, there are specific versions of the coin that were preserved in pristine condition, and it's these examples that are highly sought after by collectors. One of the most important aspects of a coin's value is its condition. The 1993 penny, like any other coin, will be worth more if it's in uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been worn down by years of use. A coin that has been preserved well will have sharp, crisp details, and the design will still be easily visible. A worn penny, on the other hand, will have faded details and show signs of wear, which can lower its value significantly. But what if you find a 1993 penny that's not only in great condition but has some unique characteristics? That's where the real treasure lies. Some of the 1993 pennies have been discovered to have minting errors or subtle variations that make them exceptionally rare. For instance, some of these pennies were struck with a misaligned die, resulting in a coin with a distinctive off-center image. Others may have unique characteristics that make them stand out from the rest. Coins with these kinds of errors can be worth significantly more than their standard counterparts. Now, let's talk about the value. While most 1993 pennies are worth only a few cents in their circulated condition, certain rare examples can be worth a whole lot more. If you're lucky enough to find a 1993 penny that's in near-perfect or mint condition, you could be sitting on a real gold mine. Some of these rare pennies, especially those with minting errors or unique characteristics, have sold for jaw-dropping prices. You're probably wondering how much exactly a rare 1993 penny could be worth, and the answer might surprise you. A pristine, uncirculated 1993 penny, especially one with a minting error or other rare feature, has been known to sell for up to $43,000. $43,000. Yes, that's right, $43,000. That small, humble penny could be worth a small fortune, depending on its condition and any unique features it might have. So, what should you look for when searching through your collection or checking your spare change? First and foremost, inspect the condition of the coin. Is it shiny, with clear details and minimal wear? If so, it could be a valuable find. Next, keep an eye out for any minting errors or odd characteristics that might set your penny apart from the rest. Whether it's a misaligned die or another unique feature, these variations are what can make a 1993 penny worth so much more. Remember, coin collecting is not just about amassing a collection, it's about finding rare gems that hold incredible value. And while the 1993 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin at first glance, some of these pennies can be worth a fortune to the right buyer. So, take a closer look at your pennies. You never know if you've stumbled upon a hidden treasure. Before I go, let me remind you one last time, if you find that pristine 1993 penny, hold on to it tight. It could be worth up to $43,000. $43,000. Top 4 video. We are diving into the fascinating world of rare pennies, and you won't believe how valuable one particular penny is. If you're a fan of numismatics or simply interested in learning more about the incredible value that can be hidden in everyday coins, this video is for you. Today, we are focusing on a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth a small fortune. Let's talk about the 1979 1-cent penny. Now, when we think of pennies, we usually think of the humble little coin that we toss into jars or forget about in the bottom of our pockets. But did you know that some pennies can be worth much more than their face value? In fact, certain rare pennies from specific years have been known to fetch mind-blowing amounts at auctions or private sales. And today, we're going to explore why the 1979 penny could be one of those hidden treasures. First, let's take a look at the history behind the 1979 1-cent penny. Minted during the late 1970s, this penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by the talented Victor David Brenner. What's interesting about this specific penny, though, is the era it came from. The 1970s was a transformative time for the U.S. economy, and the penny's design remained relatively unchanged throughout the decade. Yet, despite the fact that millions of these pennies were produced, certain 1979 pennies have become highly sought after by collectors today. But why, you ask? What makes the 1979 penny stand out in the world of coin collecting? Well, the answer lies in the rarity and condition of the coin. While most 1979 pennies are still in circulation or have been lost to time, some of these pennies are considered to be in excellent or even mint condition. The most valuable versions of the 1979 penny are the ones that have been well preserved over the years, showing minimal wear and tear. These pristine coins are the ones that can fetch top dollar in the market, and if you happen to find one, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of why the 1979 penny could be worth so much. The condition of the coin is the number one factor in determining its value. Coins that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they've never been used in daily transactions, are considered to be more valuable than those that have seen years of wear. If you find a 1979 penny that looks as though it just came out of the mint, with clear and sharp details, you might just be looking at a rare and valuable coin. Another reason why the 1979 penny is so valuable is because of some unique characteristics that can be found in certain examples. These characteristics include minting errors, such as double dies or misstrikes, that can make one penny stand out from the rest. Minting errors happen when a coin is struck incorrectly, resulting in variations in the design or other unusual features. These errors are rare, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for them. For example, if a 1979 penny has a noticeable doubling of the date or the letters, it could be worth a significant amount more than a standard penny. Now, I know you're probably wondering how much exactly this penny could be worth, right? Well, brace yourself, because this 1979 penny, especially one in mint condition with a possible minting error, can fetch incredible prices. The most highly sought-after examples have sold for as much as $58,000. $58,000. Yes, you heard that right, $58,000. It's hard to believe that such a small coin could be worth so much, but the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1979 penny in exceptional condition, or one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Keep in mind that while most 1979 pennies will only be worth a few cents, it's the rarer, well-preserved examples that truly stand out. So, whether you're digging through your old coin jar or looking through your spare change, be sure to pay close attention to any 1979 pennies that may come your way. You might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Now, let's talk about how you can start hunting for these valuable pennies. First, check the condition of any 1979 pennies you come across. Coins that are still shiny, with sharp details and minimal wear, are more likely to be valuable. Next, examine the coin closely for any unusual features, such as double dies, errors in the lettering, or off-center strikes. These are the kinds of unique characteristics that can make a 1979 penny stand out and increase its value dramatically. If you happen to find a 1979 penny that fits the bill, the next step is to get it appraised. You can take it to a professional coin dealer or numismatist to have the coin evaluated. If the coin is in exceptional condition or has a rare minting error, you may be able to sell it for a significant amount. Even if you don't plan on selling, owning a coin like this can be a thrilling experience, knowing that it's worth far more than the penny it appears to be. In conclusion, the 1979 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin in your collection, but if it's in good condition or has an error, it could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the world of rare pennies is full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you find a 1979 penny, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look, because it could be worth $58,000. $58,000. Top 5, and last rare coin. We're diving deep into a coin that many might overlook but could potentially be worth a small fortune. Yes, I'm talking about the 1987 1-cent penny. Now, you might be thinking that a penny is just a penny, right? Well, not all pennies are created equal. In fact, certain years and minting conditions can turn a seemingly ordinary penny into a rare treasure. And today, we're going to explore why the 1987 penny could be one of those hidden gems. So, why are we talking about the 1987 penny? What makes this particular year so special? Well, while it might not have the same widespread fame as other rare coins, the 1987 penny holds a unique spot in the world of numismatics, and if you have one in your collection, you could be holding on to something that could make you a lot of money. Let's take a closer look. First, let's go back to 1987. This was the year that marked the final stages of the 1980s, a decade of economic growth, technological advancements, and a lot of change. During this time, the United States was minting a large number of pennies to meet the demand for currency, which meant that millions of these 1987 pennies were produced. In fact, the U.S. Mint struck billions of these pennies that year, meaning they were quite common at the time. So, what makes the 1987 penny so rare today? The answer lies in the condition of the coin. Like all coins, the value of a penny is primarily determined by its rarity, condition, and any special characteristics it may possess. While most 1987 pennies you encounter are probably just a few cents, some are in exceptional condition or have unique qualities that make them far more valuable. You see, the 1987 penny can be worth much more than its face value if it's in excellent condition, or if it possesses a rare minting error. Now, you might be wondering, what kinds of errors or characteristics should I be looking for? Well, let's talk about that. The most valuable 1987 pennies are typically those that have been well preserved, free of scratches, discoloration, and other damage. A coin in mint state or uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation, is going to be worth a lot more than one that's seen its fair share of wear and tear. These coins often have sharp, detailed features, bright color, and no signs of use, but that's not all. If your 1987 penny happens to have any unique minting errors, such as double dies or other misstrikes, its value could increase significantly. These errors occur when the coin is struck incorrectly during the minting process, leading to a design flaw that can make the coin stand out from the rest. If you happen to come across a 1987 penny with a double die or another error, you could be looking at a rare find that could fetch a much higher price. Another thing to consider when it comes to the value of the 1987 penny is the scarcity of well-preserved specimens. While millions of these pennies were produced, most of them have been lost over time or have suffered damage from everyday use. Finding a 1987 penny in pristine condition is rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that have been well preserved. Coins that are graded highly by professionals, such as those in mint state or proof-like condition, can command prices far beyond their face value. So, how much exactly is the 1987 penny worth? Well, the value can vary depending on the coin's condition and any unique characteristics it might have. However, the most valuable 1987 pennies can sell for staggering amounts at auctions or through private sales. Some of these rare pennies, especially those in perfect condition or with minting errors, have been known to fetch up to $50,000. $50,000. That's right, a penny that was originally worth just 1 cent could be worth tens of thousands of dollars in today's market. Imagine finding one of these rare coins tucked away in your collection, or even in your spare change. The good news is that you don't need to be a professional numismatist to start hunting for these valuable pennies. By keeping an eye out for the condition of your 1987 pennies and checking them for any unusual features or errors, you could be on your way to discovering a hidden treasure. If you're new to coin collecting or just getting into the world of rare pennies, it's important to know what to look for. Start by carefully examining any 1987 pennies you come across. Look for coins that appear to be in excellent condition, those with sharp, clean details and no signs of wear. Next, check for any unusual features or minting errors, such as double dies, which could make the coin worth far more than a standard penny. If you find a 1987 penny that meets these criteria, it's time to have it appraised by a professional. Coin dealers and numismatists can help you assess the true value of your coin and guide you on the best way to sell or store it. If you do happen to come across a valuable 1987 penny, you might just find that it's worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1987 1-cent penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first, but in the world of coin collecting, it's anything but. If you have a 1987 penny in mint condition or one with a rare minting error, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1987 penny is a great example of how a little-known coin can become a valuable treasure. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on $50,000. $50,000. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1987 penny, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future coin discoveries. Happy hunting, and who knows, you might just find a penny that's worth far more than you think.